So friends, let's see today's lovely Bhadang recipe, which is made out of churmure or kurmure or puffed rice. Now here I've taken about 5 cups of this kurmure and I'm just going to dry roast it for about just 2 minutes on a low to medium flame, stirring continuously till they become a little bit more crispy. Now once they're done, put the flame off and let them come to room temperature. So just keep it in the same pan and let it cool down. Now I'm in another bowl. I'm going to take about 3 tablespoons of oil. You can use any oil that you use generally for your cooking. Now to this oil, I'm going to add some salt to taste. So approximately a teaspoon or 3/4 of a teaspoon. You can always adjust the salt later. Next goes in 1 teaspoon of goda masala or kala masala, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. This is 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, homemade garam masala, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and half a teaspoon of cumin powder. So I'll leave a recipe for how I make my goda masala or kala masala at home as well as the garam masala. I'll leave the links to those recipes down in the description box as well as the comment section. Now we are going to add this oil mixture to our roasted kurmure and we're going to mix this in really well. Now because we have the oil, it will coat the puffed rice or the churmure very well. So I prefer doing this with my hands. That way I know that all of it is evenly coated. You can use a spoon, but when you do it with your hands, it really mixes everything really well. Now ensure that the kurmure is nice and fresh and really roast it really well. And also taste it and see that it's nice and crispy. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of methkut powder. I'll leave a recipe of how to make your own methkut powder at home. And 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. This is just sugar taken and put it in the mixer jar and ground to a fine powder. So I'll leave a recipe of how to make methkut powder at home. Otherwise you can use the ready-made methkut powder too. And now again with your hands this time, mix everything really well. And if you find any lumps of any masala, in there, then just crush it up. This is an amazing snack recipe, guys. And if you make, I'm just making a small quantity, but you can always double up the quantity and the ingredients. And it's an amazing snack. So now I'm going to give a tadka or a fortni. So for that, I'm taking about 1 tablespoon oil. Once my oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of raw peanuts. So we're going to fry these peanuts really well till they become nice and golden brown and crispy, and take off the peanuts. And now in the remaining oil, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds or rye or mori. Once they begin to splutter, I'm going to add about 7 curry leaves. So let the mustard seeds splutter really well. And then you're going to add the curry leaves. Let the curry leaves also fry a bit in the oil. If you feel you need a little bit more oil, you can add about half a teaspoon more. Then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of hinga or asafoetida, half a teaspoon of red chili powder because we've already added red chili powder in the oil, and half a teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder. So this is going to be our fortni or our tadka. So fry all of this really well. The curry leaves have to be nice and crispy. And now I'm going to add the peanuts which we fried back into this. Mix everything well, turn off the heat, and now we're going to add this to our churmure. Now we do this because you don't want to waste any of that lovely tadka, so put a little bit back into the pan and get it all there. And now all you have to do is just mix this all really well. Now is the time to taste and see whether you require a little bit more of salt, a little more of chili powder. And once it's completely cooled down, you can transfer this to a nice glass bottle or a steel dabba, and it has a long shelf life. So I made a very small quantity, but you can make a large quantity. Now for serving, this is best served with some finely chopped tomatoes, onions, and coriander. This is an ideal snack, guys, and I recommend that you do try out this recipe. All the ingredients are easily available, and I'll read the recipe of how to make your own meat at home, how to make your goda masala at home, how to make your garam masala at home. Otherwise, you can use ready-made stuff also if you want to make this. So I hope you like today's recipe, and I hope you do give it a try. Do leave your comments in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe if you haven't already. Share my recipes with family and friends. Thank you so much for being here and supporting Akshata's recipes. I'll catch you soon in my next video, sooner than you think, guys. This is Akshata saying bye. Take care.